IDF rescues hostages Noa Argamani, Andrey Kozlov, Shlomi Ziv, and Almog Meir.
Here's a summary of the article.
4 hostages were rescued simultaneously from 2 separate nearby locations in Nuseirat in central Gaza, in a high-risk joint operation by the IDF, Shin Bet, Yemen police in broad daylight, the IDF announced in a series of statements on Saturday. Regarding the third such successful operation to rescue hostages since the war started on October 7, the IDF said that the rescued hostages were Noa Argamani, Almog Meir, Andrey Kozlov and Shlomi Ziv, all of whom were kidnapped by Hamas to the Gaza Strip from the Supernova Festival. At one point, the operation was going to be only to rescue Argamani, but at a later stage it was decided to carry out a higher-risk, simultaneous operation in both locations, lest Hamas guards in the second location kill the other 3 hostages, hearing there was a nearby IDF attack, and not realizing that they were not part of the operation. Around 11 a.m. on Saturday, IDF Chief of Staff Lieutenant General Hertz Halevi and Shin Bet Director Ronan Bar ordered the operation to be executed from a Joint Operations Command Center, with a belief that in this specific case, an operation in broad daylight would achieve greater surprise, despite the additional risks of being seen more vividly in daylight than in a nighttime operation. At this point, the hostages were more exposed and the entire operation could have ended in disaster with at least dozens of terrorists descending on them and on IDF rescue forces, with some of the terrorists armed with rocket-propelled grenades that could kill both the ground rescue forces and destroy rescue helicopters. Incidentally, it turned out that much of the operations that Division 98 has been carrying out in central Gaza and Nuseirat since the middle of last week was part of an elaborate decoy to make the Hamas terrorists feel like the IDF was nearby, but did not know where the hostages were, while allowing security forces to clandestinely set up a close-by rescue operation. We will not give up on a single hostage. I want to say that it is a great pride seeing the security forces working together, shoulder to shoulder, in a vital operation, returning the hostages home. When the operation reached this level of intelligence and was approved, only then were we permitted to proceed. Hamas intentionally hides the hostages in civilian neighborhoods.
This post received a score of 19,000, with an upvote ratio of 80%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
One video is worth a million words. Noa Argamani reunited with her dad on his birthday.
That woman has a lot of healing to do.
Yes, she will, but she'll have a whole country behind her and her family.
I hope so. At least in the US, the country has a way of moving on and forgetting shortly after the event is resolved. Just take a look at our miserable veteran services.
Or how Sandy Hook families have been treated.
Oof, what a horrible reality for them. All victims of shootings, TBH. Completely forgotten about by the time the next tragedy strikes.
Or in the case of Sandy Hook families, called actors and accused of being part of a fraud to try and push a political agenda.
This makes me so happy. 4 innocent people have finally returned home. Noa is a lone child and her mother has terminal cancer. All she wished for was to see her daughter before she died, and this will finally happen.
It is also her father's birthday today.
What a gift. Edit. I stand corrected. I guess they all got to see their family immediately. I honestly thought there'd be a day or 2 delay for testing, medical treatment, etc. Good for them.
She already saw him at around noon here, and she also saw her mother who has terminal cancer. She also got a visit from the PM and a call from the president.
Wow, 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 what amazing news. I have mutual friends with Noa. I remember the morning of October 7th seeing the video of her kidnapping and crying my eyes out in disbelief. What a great day it is.
Can't imagine what she has been through.
Whatever it was, I'm sure Susan Sarandon is already out there denying it happened.
Noa Argamani will get to see her dying mother. I'm literally crying.
Yeah, it was reported on the news here that she's being transferred to the hospital where her mother is being treated.
Thank God. I sincerely and deeply hope they are able to enjoy every single second together. I know that Noa will cherish it for the rest of her life.
People should realize the profound effects this has on the Israeli population. News anchors breaking this story are crying on air. People went out to the streets cheering.
Yeah, the entire mood of the country has lifted. You can literally see people smiling and crying of happiness on the streets of Tel Aviv. This is amazing.
This is an incredible win. Noa Argamani was, one of, the face of this whole war, ever since the October 7th atrocities happened. The whole nation is overcome with joy and emotions.
So, they deliberately held her back during the hostage-prisoner exchange. Hamas claimed they didn't know where she was or if she was alive. Every non-soldier woman was supposed to have been exchanged then.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.